So what are you seeing here as you're cleaning things up?
Well, I've noticed this before, but we've got a little bit of filiform forming inside, and it's in a perfect spot for all the things to happen for filiform. If it had any kind of nick or anything in that little rivet area,
Yep.
it has moisture, obviously coming from anything that's boiled or cooked. And
Yep.
also I'm using salt. And
Yep.
so those two things combined, you might get some filiform next to your oven or stove.
Make sure you check out our complete video on how filiform forms. And to add to your general knowledge, we've never found a way to fix it so that it looks good once it starts. But
yes, but here's my recommendation that before it starts, maybe try to keep this area where you have rivets clean.
Yep.
And just keep it, dry.
Yep.
If you can.
okay, welcome to this week's episode of Luv Subbin. And what are we doing this week?
We are going to talk about some of the upgrades that we got at the International Rally this year.
Yes, the International Rally is a great place to upgrade stuff on your Airstream because the vendors are right there. You can talk to them. They'll come out to your rig. They'll do the installation right then and there.
Yep.
It's a great time and place to do it with the vendors. We work the trade show. That's our deal. And so we're quite proud of who's there.
Yep.
And how it turned out. And for us, it turned out very well this year.
Yes, we did. We found some nice upgrades for our Airstream this year, and we're going to show you what we got.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. So one of the first things we did at International was to schedule with NoLox to come out and do a door service. We had noticed that our door was getting harder to close, especially after the fix at Jackson Center. It was kind of getting hard. And an Airstream door should never be hard to close. And NoLox, Kevin and Deborah, who bought the business from Phil the door guy, do a spectacular job. And I thought they would just come out and do a quick little service
Adjustment.
but when they came out, they opened the door and did this number and realized that there was a lot of movement, a whole lot of movement at this hinge right here.
Yep.
So what they had to do was go in from the inside, take the trim off, and go in and do a whole service and replacement of all the bolts that hold that hinge on so that the door now no longer moves at all.
No, it's perfect.
You go, guys.
Hey. All right, we're starting off our morning here, getting some service done. That's one of the great parts of the rallies. You can get service done. The folks from NoLox are behind us. They took a look at our door, and our hinges were all wonky, and it wasn't closing right. So they're working their NoLox magic, and yeah, supposedly it's going to be sweet the way that door closes. We don't slam the door, but it's going to be that nice little push. It'll be awesome. Let's go wait for them to finish up, and then we'll check it out. So they also gave us a new striker bolt, one of the new NoLox designs, which is an improved design over the old Airstream one. We got this handle that allows us to not have to use the door handle, even though we've never broken one. This handle is definitely an improvement, and they really spent a lot of time taking the plate off, and lubricating the hinge,
and doing a lot of cleaning too.
All the cleaning, and just the service was just incredible. They cleaned everything up. They took all my oil off when I oiled the hinge. It kind of left the oil. But an Airstream door should be easy to close. And that's how you close. As we say many times, that is the only way to properly close an Airstream door, is just to take it and shove it closed like that. That service took an hour and a half to do, but it was money well spent.
Yes, absolutely.
So another thing we bought at the International Rally was from the Airstream factory store. And the factory store is a little bit different than the Airstream supply company, because they provide just basically parts, and these are every rivet, every light, every sealant that you can imagine. And so I bought the replacement screen door foam. Our screen door foam is original from 2002, and I'm scraping it off, and you can see it's just like really just brittle and dry.
Time to
it
replace
is definitely time to replace that. One of the great things about the International Rally is being able to buy stuff like this. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do that we got at International was this little strip, this non-skid strip, which I guess goes over here. I don't know if we ever had one or not. I don't remember if we did.
No, we never had one. I don't remember.
But the newer Airstreams we saw had one. Oh, by the way, I did have to adjust the striker plate for the screen door once I put the foam in. Okay. So I did have to move that forward a little bit because the extra foam was making it harder to close.
Yep.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we clean this quite well. And then we're gonna apply our little strip. This is $4 from the folks over at NoLox.
Yep.
and they have them pre-cut to size.
And you say the new Airstreams are having those now?
Yeah, we saw it when we were at the, I don't think we captured it on video, but we did see it. That'll fit. Why is everything we have smaller than everybody else?
Isn't it? We're gonna have to adjust the size on that thing.
Our guy's a little weird.
Yeah, we have a weird Airstream.
So Cindy actually did the cutting. What did you say it was short by?
About 2.5 inches.
So that looks...
Is it good?
Yeah. Pretty good?
Okay. So you just want to go to the edge of that sealant there.
All right, Cindy, I got rejected. She's going to do this. She's got more delicate hands.
So here is the tread as we have installed it, and it looks really nice, and it just covers up that little plate that's right in the front of your screen door, and you can sort of see how your screen door can cover the back of it. So it looks really, really nice. We had to cut off about 2.5 inches, but that wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, our Airstream seems to be a little bit weird.
Yes.
Seems like we've always got something that doesn't fit exactly correctly.
Correct.
Even though those were pre-cut.
Yep. So I think that'll work out very nicely.
All right.
So we are getting ready to go off on our 3-month trip, and we're very excited to get some new curtains in. And we've had these blinds since we bought this Airstream new in 2002. And interestingly enough, these blinds, they're metal blinds, are actually silver on the side that we have aluminum, and they're actually off-white on the side that we have the off-white mouse fur. So that's
nice attention to detail.
very interesting. But we're going to be doing something different with the curtains. So to start with, we're going to have to take down the valances. But the things I did not like about these metal blinds is, one, you had to take the valances off in order to get to them so that you could clean them. And cleaning blinds, if everybody knows, is really a basic pain. Keeping these clean was very difficult. The other thing I hated about these blinds were these little plastic clips at the bottom that kept them in place. Because you basically had to gently pull them apart like so in order to lift them up in order to access the window, which made accessing the window kind of challenging. And I cannot tell you how many of these that I broke over the years.
Yep.
And so very much a pain, looking forward to something different. And so this is going to be the before and after pictures. So here's the before, and there's the cream colored one over here. And you can also notice how the bottom one got bent during travel. And being metal blinds, they do not like to bend back into place very easily.
Right.
So.
And Sin and I are having a debate on these metal valances. You can see what they originally looked like in this picture here, which was quite hideous.
Right.
We had these fabricated, which I think look awesome.
But here, my opinion is when we get rid of these, it's really going to open up this trailer a little bit and give in more natural light. So we're going to see how they look. Plus, I do think with the new curtains, we're going to need to be able to access under this area right here. So we'll see.
All right, the next step is for me to go ahead and take off the valances and the blinds.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and start doing that.
First one's down.
Yep.
4 screws.
Yep.
But they were at an odd angle.
Yeah, they were. Two more to go.
2 more to go. There they are. They're all off. And we'll get ready for our new drapes to come in. So next we're going to take off the bottom clips.
Yeah, so that we can
clean
up the mouse fur of any
Yep.
discoloration.
Yep. I will be happy to say goodbye to these horrible clips. So I just got my curtains in from Dani Designs, and this is how they sort of came. They came with a card thing that says "Iron Me."
I like that.
And some instructions on how to put them in. And they are all tied together with a nice little bow. So curtain number 1 is installed. It sort of has its own little valance here.
Yep, so I guess we won't use the aluminum ones.
Yeah, and I think without the valance, you're opening up a lot of space behind the light here. And I think it'll make the whole rig look a little roomier. And so I've tacked them down with the Velcro on the bottom here. And to open them up, she suggests taking them up about this much. And then bringing them up underneath, like so. Something similar to this. So there you have the curtains here. They're all installed and ready to go. I think the stitching on each of these curtains is a very, very nice stitching. It's very even and it's very, very convenient with all the Velcro and stuff like that. It just attaches on the top with some Velcro. Doesn't work as well with the mouse fur. I'm going to need to have a workaround with that.
And that's especially important that it's Velcro too, because that's where our emergency window is, and we would have to pull the screen. We would never use that, but it is technically our emergency escape. So.
But these are very easy to remove to wash. I got the washable version, but you can get a non-washable version which looks a little bit smoother than this, even though I did iron these. And so they also come with a optional blackout feature as well. And if you want to click the lights, you can see how well that blackout feature works. So you can see in the back here how nice and dark it is. So I think this will work out very well. It'll help keep the Airstream cool when it's hot outside. And I think we're really going to enjoy these curtains. She came out to the trailer and did the measurements and everything, and we did discuss, you know, workarounds with the mouse fur, but I think it'll just be easier for me just to stitch on some opposite side Velcro on the insides of the little edges here. So I'm thinking we're going to really, really enjoy these curtains.
They look wonderful. And you know, I was not sure about I love those aluminum valances, but yeah, these things look great. I love them.
So the other thing, and the last thing that we got at International, which I'm really happy about, is this pillow for the Frank Lloyd Wright trailer.
Yep.
So it has the print and everything.
It just kind of works with your colors, right? Those are kind of your colors.
It actually works very well with the colors. And I do want to mention one thing though. It came and it lacked stuffing. And so I give them credit though, when I opened it up and I opened up the pillow inside, I was able to add some stuffing, some batting inside to kind of plump it up a little bit, but I think it looks great.
Yep.
So we got that from Airstream Supply Company, and just a minor mention, and we did not get this at International, but...
Yeah, because I can't get them to come. If you guys have a contact at this company, let me know.
But this is my new Ruggable rug. This is their 3x5 inch size. And what's the feature of the Ruggable rug is that it peels away from the backing, so you can wash them very easily. And I've already washed this once, and it washed beautifully. So one thing to note though, the rubber is supposed to act as a non-skid, and it didn't really work as well as I would have liked for a non-skid, so I did add some extra non-skid underneath. But I think the colors are nice, the feel is very nice, and I think that'll work out with my colors in the trailer. So we're very excited with our upgrades.
All right, well there you have it, the upgrades and improvements we made from the International Rally. What do you think?
I thought they were all very good and very well worth the money.
Yes, we're about to depart on our big 3-month fall trip here. And this year we're going to be doing something different with the Airstream versus storing it in Georgia, right?
We are going to continue the upgrades. We're going to bring it back this winter, and we're going to remove the dinette and have it reupholstered and get some new foam and stuff put in. And we're also going to replace the tabletop as well.
Yep, and that'll kind of complete our immediate upgrades. She'll be ready to go out to Washington and Oregon.
And Minot.
And Minot next spring, so we're looking forward to it. So if you like this video,
hype and or give us a big thumbs up.
Because if you think we've earned a subscription, click the subscribe.
And comment below if you got anything at International as far as an upgrade and that you are really excited about.
Because we come out with Airstream and RV related videos just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.